Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a minute. I have a lot of content recorded, I just have a lot of editing to still do. Things have been crazy busy, hectic, and just like, yeah. It's just been a minute since I actually sat down and talked to you guys about a little update of the boys. They are now 3 months old, so this video will contain months 1, 2, and 3 of their updates. I think I said it in the last video, but I fully intended on bringing you guys on like a weekly ride with me, and we're slowly starting to develop a schedule with the boys. I'm not fully comfortable yet to like committing to a weekly schedule with you guys yet, but I'm slowly getting there because I'm getting a schedule and we're getting our system down here in our household, and once we get that down I feel a little bit more comfortable like dedicating myself to that. But for now you're just gonna get videos here and there. I have a lot on the books and a lot on my plate, but I'm getting there. So before we get started, there was just 3 points of the things that I wanted to like address about kind of like my channel and how I'm doing things and all that I've been meaning to talk about, but like I just haven't gotten there. But anyways, my first point of what I wanted to talk about was basically the way I film. So right now I'm not technically comfortable yet vlogging. I know there's a lot of vloggers that vlog out in public and they're comfortable with all of that. I'm not quite comfortable with that quite yet, so a lot of my videos will be in-house or like sit-downs chatting in my car. I still have to find whatever it's called, it's not called a docking station, it's called something else, but that's what I'm gonna call it right now, but something to hold my camera in my car. I'm still working on finding a good one for that. A lot of people have them but they don't like them, so it's like there's nothing out there quite yet that like people have and they like. So if you have one and you like one, leave your leave what it is down below, because I really need one and I really like one. That's just a little bit of how I'm gonna be like recording. Some things are gonna be at family events, which brings me to my next point. I'm not gonna have a lot of my family in my vlogs. You'll see flashes of them here and there and like in the background and stuff like that. I know if I ask them if they want to be on my vlog, they'd say yes, but also they didn't ask to be on YouTube, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the one who decided that this is how I want to like do things. I want to share my journey and I want to document things, but they didn't necessarily ask to be a part of that. And I know that they won't say no to me, but I also like, I don't think like they won't say no even though they don't want to, you know what I mean? Which also includes Troy. You'll see very minimal of Troy. You'll see little flashes of him here and there, but like sit downs and chats with him like a lot of YouTubers do with their spouses, I won't do, because I know that he's uncomfortable and I don't want to pressure him to like be on camera, because he's already a shy person already anyways. So like I'm not gonna like force him to do what he doesn't want to do. Another thing I wanted to talk about was like transparency. So I really want to be transparent with you guys, and I want to share my journey and give you details of my life and of the boys' lives and what we have going on. But in our culture, and actually I shouldn't even say our culture, it's with everybody, I'm sure, there's certain things that your family, more specifically my male cousins, they're not supposed to know about me. So like the more personal details of my pregnancy journey, like breastfeeding and my period and things like that, they're not necessarily supposed to know. And a lot of my followers currently right now, it's mainly a lot of my friends and my family. Thank you, by the way, I really appreciate it. I'm kind of torn between like the whole, this is my life, this is who I am, I'm just gonna share it, and if you don't like it, don't watch. And then the other side of me is like, hey, like this is who you are, this is who you've always been, be respectful, don't, you know, share that kind of, don't share those parts. But it's like, I'm not sure which way to go and which way not to go, because obviously they have the choice of watching me or not watching me, but at the same time, like I feel like I might have to do like little disclaimer warnings before I get into something that's too TMI for maybe my male cousins to watch, or even my family in general, whoever's watching, that may not want to know certain parts of my life, but other people who are interested, other IVF couples that are following along with other people's journeys like I did when I first started IVF, and I wanted to know everything. So it's like I go back and forth between those two things. The other part of being transparent is with the boys' information. Obviously I'm going to bring you along on their journeys and how they're growing up and this and that, but there's also certain things probably of their lives that they're not going to want recorded, like as they grow up and look back, they're not going to want their friends to see or know about them, or even like their family or their female cousins and stuff like that, or their siblings if they ever have siblings. So it's kind of, I mean, I know a lot of people say like you get to pick and choose what you want to share, and I will pick and choose, but I also want to share everything, and I want to be transparent about things, just because I know that what I might be going through, other people might be going through, and I just like, yeah. So that's just kind of the, I don't know, what was that, 2 or 3 things I kind of wanted to chat about, just so you guys know going down the line that's like the way it's gonna go. The public recording and filming and stuff, I'm going to try my best to start getting comfortable with it, but that's gonna be like a slow going thing, because I don't even like to necessarily like talk on my phone when I'm out in public. So to like actually vlog and talk to a camera all by myself is gonna be hard. And also if I was with Troy, he'd be really shy about it, and he probably wouldn't even walk by me. So it's just gonna be growing confidence. That's what I'm gonna have to start working on for that aspect, and then transparency. I have to figure out what I'm doing with that. So I'll introduce to you my firstborn. This is Dione. Hi, say hi. Boo, 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 boo. Ha. This is Dione Troy Ezekiel. He was my firstborn coming out. He was 6 pounds 12 ounces and 18 inches long when he came out. I will repeat all of that when I do their birth vlog in my next video that I'm recording. But they are 3 months old, almost 4 months. It is almost the end of October right now as I'm recording. So on the 11th of November is when they turn 4 months. So they're getting so big so fast, and I don't like it. I don't like it. As for his weight, we didn't necessarily have a 3-month checkup, but at his 2-month checkup, when we weighed him, he was 11 pounds 11 ounces, so almost 12 pounds. So I'm sure by now he's at least like 13 or 14 pounds, because he's definitely feeling a little heavier, huh? Can you say hi? Hi? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna try not to do that a lot, because I know it's annoying. But anyways, he is my smiley baby. He smiles at everything and anything. One thing that freaks Troy out, and me a little bit, is we have their changing pad right up here. Whenever we change him, he always looks over our left shoulder, like up in the air kind of, and he always smiles and laughs like there's somebody there talking to him, and there's nobody there. So a little freaky, but I'm gonna go with it. He's also very strong, so he's got his head control pretty good now, and his back control and everything. So it's probably a matter of time before he'll probably be able to start sitting up and everything. I'm not sure what the age is for babies to be able to do stuff like that. The other thing he's starting to kind of do is hold his bottle while he eats. He's currently at 5 ounces is what he eats. 5 ounces is what he eats about every 3 to 4 hours. They now are starting to be able to sleep through the night, but he is not my greatest sleeper. He loves to sleep on his stomach, on his dad's stomach. So yeah, he loves to lay on his stomach, but he also likes to snuggle. So he, most of the time when I come out from sleeping and waking up in the morning, I come out to the living room and I see him and Troy sleeping on the couch, and he's laying on Troy's chest, and that's kind of how he sleeps, and that's how he likes to sleep. So we're trying to kind of break him out of that habit, but it's hard with the 2 of them, because Troy, you're watching this, I know you are, is a little, oh, farting. Trey is a little bit weaker with the way that they cry and stuff. He just wants them to be happy and comfortable all the time. So if they like to sit and cuddle and sleep that way, he will do it, but I am trying to develop good habits for them and I kind of will like stay up in the middle of the night to try to, like, you know, obviously when they're sleeping a way that they don't like to sleep, they constantly wake up, and then it's like, you know, having to rock them back to sleep and lay them down again, so it's interrupting our sleep. And Troy would rather just have them sleep through the night and him sleep through the night and move on. So it's kind of like two different parenting styles right now. Another thing that he loves to do is suck on his hands. He's discovered his hands, so he just sits and sucks on them all day. I tried to remove his hands and like replace it with his pacifier, but he used to really love his pacifier, and he still loves his pacifier, but those hands are a little bit better. The one thing for him is he doesn't like to like lay down unless he's under the jungle gym thing on the tummy time mat. He loves his play mat. He can lay down and do that, but otherwise he wants to be, if he's sitting in your lap, if he's not going to be going to bed, he wants to be sitting. Which he also really likes his little play saucer thing as well. He does really good at that. And now that he has a lot of neck and back control, he's able to sit there for a lot longer as well. The one thing is they're still pretty short, so I have to put a pillow underneath their feet, so then they're not just like dangling. And then they're not getting too tired of like sitting for too long. He also really likes his swing. Not so much anymore, and we don't really put him in it as much just because it's winter time, and because he sucks on his hands so much with being on the swing and stuff, his hands get, like when we take him out, his hands are like ice cold because like the wind and all that. Otherwise he really likes his swing, and that's sometimes something that we put him in to fall asleep because the swinging motion gets him to sleep. He's also already in size 1 diapers. I shouldn't say already, he's 3 months, so he should be in size 1 diapers. And he's in 0 to 3 month clothing. Oh, there's Mikkola. Huh. Yeah. He's in 0 to 3 month clothing, almost out of the 0 to 3 and more into like the 3 month and 3 to 6 month clothing. And he's also really learning to love his bath time. He's discovering the whole like kicking motion with his legs, so when he's in the bath he likes to kick his legs, and when the water splashes, that's pretty exciting for him. So I think once he's able to go like actually in a bath, he's gonna really love it. But that's pretty much this guy. Yeah. Should we go get your brother, huh? Hi. Appa. Hi. The one thing that he does a lot too is whenever I take out my phone to take pictures of him, he makes like incredible eye contact with my camera. Huh? Yeah. Okay, let's go get your brother. He's not happy. Okay. So this is Mikkola. He is my second born. Mikkola Cooper Ezekiel. Yeah. Say hi. He even though he was my second born, he was my biggest one. He came out at 7 pounds 15 ounces and 20 inches long. So he was my big baby. You was my big baby. So he is currently now 14 pounds, almost 15 pounds. I only know that because I had brought him into the doctor. He got his cold first, so he like was just like really coughing and really thick in his chest and everything, and it was like making me and Troy nervous. So we decided that we would bring him into the doctor and see what was going on. But otherwise, him and Dione, a lot of their things are like the same. He currently is eating 5 ounces as well. He started eating 5 ounces a lot earlier than Dione. Dione just started, and he's probably been on 5 ounces for like maybe a good month now, or like 2-3 weeks. He always is a little bit quicker than Dione. So he was the first one to get into size 1 diapers. He was the first one to get out of newborn clothes and into 0 to 3 month clothes. The first one to basically anything that we up, he's the first one to get there. Huh? Because you're my big chunky. He's my big chunk of monkey, huh? Otherwise, the only thing that's kind of different from him and Dione is he is our tantrum boy. He likes to throw tantrums for anything, when he is tired, if we don't get the bottle quick enough for him, if we're holding him in a position he doesn't want to be held, he does this little whiny screech to tell us like we're doing it wrong. And we just call it his little tantrums, and that's just what he's already doing. So you're just gonna be a peach when you're older, aren't ya? Huh? Yeah. He's also my little snuggle bug. All he wants to do is snuggle and be by us, and we always have to be touching him, and like he can't, when we lay him down to sleep, he does really well sleeping. I can get away with putting him in his crib. He can sleep on our bed without us having to like be there, but it's kind of a process to get there. He loves to be like squished. Like literally when I try to get him to sleep, I'm almost kind of like laying on him. Obviously I don't stay that way the whole time, but that he likes the pressure, which is why we actually got him the nesting bean sleeping sack. It has the little rice sack on his chest, so he feels the weight, but that's almost like not enough weight for him. It works sometimes, but not all the time. He would prefer to just be squished. Tummy time for him is a little bit harder. He's a lot bigger and his head is a lot heavier, so when we try to put him on tummy time, he tends to just kind of like tilt his head to the side and lay it down. Only sometimes does he actually work on his neck and back strength. It's pretty strong, it's just not as strong as Dione's, so a little bit more to work on. What do you see? Do you see yourself? Say hi. Apa? He's also not our most smiley child. It takes a lot to get it takes a lot to get smiles out of him. He only gives them occasionally, and laughing, he doesn't laugh as much as Dione. Dione is like, you can hear his laugh. With him it's just a little bit of like making noise. So he's a little bit, I don't want to say behind. He's not behind because all babies laugh and smile at different paces, but compared to like Dione, he's a little bit, he makes us work for it. He used to not be able to be content just like hanging out on his own, like being in the swing was like the only thing that he could do like by himself. And when we do the swing, we'd have to put it on like high, where it was like theme park ride, like swinging really quickly. That used to be the only thing that he would be able to do, but he really loves the play mat now. He loves to lay on his back and look up at all the little colors and all the little chains and everything. That he really likes to do, and he's really good at sitting in the saucer. He just likes to sit and stare and look, like now. He just likes to sit and look and stare around. Along with Dione, he has discovered his hands, so he loves to sit and suck on his hands at all times. Not as intensely as Dione, but still the same. He also discovered his legs, and he loves to kick all the time. When we put him in the bassinet, he's a little bit bigger now, so in the bassinet, like his feet touch the sides, so he loves to like kick, and it like rocks the whole bassinet, and he just like has the funnest time doing that. And then during bath time as well, he enjoys baths and he enjoys kicking and having the water splash. Every once in a while he gets a little nervous about it. Same with Dione, but for the most part, he really likes his bath time. But that's pretty much all I have on this guy. I feel like I talked about him a little bit less than Dione, but him and Dione, they're pretty same matchy, just with the occasional differences in like the way that they sleep, and the way that they throw tantrums. But that's pretty much this guy, huh? Say hi. Then a few things that we have coming up, which are gonna be future videos that I record. The closest upcoming is Halloween. I had signed us up at our church for trunk or treat, so that's gonna be our first Halloween event with them. Obviously they're younger, so we're obviously not going to be going house to house trick-or-treating with them, so I wanted to make sure we were doing something for Halloween as opposed to just being at home and passing out candy, because I wanted to have them dress up and like get festive, even though I know they're not going to remember this, but still, it's their first Halloween, so I kind of wanted to go big. So I signed us up. It's Disney themed this year, and we're going to do Toy Story, so you'll see in a future video of all that I did with the decorating of our trunk and the boys' costumes and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. Then after that is Thanksgiving, and we have booked ourselves our first plane ticket with the boys, so it's gonna be their very first plane ride. They'll be about almost 5 months by the time we bring them for Thanksgiving. We're just gonna go out there and visit Troy's side of the family. They actually were gracious enough to pay for our tickets. Doing the math and everything, I think we all kind of came to the conclusion that everybody in his side of the family, which there's a lot that live out in Portland, Oregon, for them to come out to us, it's way more expensive than for us to come to them. So they actually ended up paying for our tickets. The boys, of course, until they're 2, are free. So we got that booked, so that will be a future video as well. First plane ride. Then after that will be Christmas. One tradition that I have with my family is we do Christmas bowling, and we all dress up in costumes or like ugly sweaters or anything festive, and we go out to a local bowling alley and we bowl before we go to my grandma's house and do dinner and open presents and stuff. So that's kind of become a tradition, and I already have the boys' costume. They're gonna be elves and I'm just super excited about it, so they'll be able to be a part of that this year. But I think that's really all I have for you guys today. I tried to do a quick update. We'll see how this editing process goes. I tried to just give you the main points. I mean, there's so many more things that I can sit and blabber on about with my children, but I just wanted to give you the quick, like, point by point things of how they're developing and what's been going on and with what we have coming up. Again, like I said, I'm eventually gonna try to get to a scheduled weekly video, but for now it's just gonna be kind of choppy here and there kind of clips and postings and everything like that, but I'm gonna try my best to try to get on a schedule with you guys. Otherwise, that's pretty much my update. These boys are growing so fast and I'm loving every second of it, but I'm hating how quickly it's going by. Before we know it, it's gonna be their first birthday, which is gonna be a huge big blowout that I'm already like planning. I already have everything, like I've already reached out to a cake person. I've already booked the venue. I know, I'm a planner and it's a problem, but at the same time, I'm just so excited. I'm excited for them to turn 1, but at the same time, I want the time to start to slow down because I feel like it's going so fast. They're already gonna be 4 months. It's insane. But that's all that I have for you guys in this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.